Hey guys, welcome back to Maverick's Arcade. My name is Chuck. I haven't seen you in a while. Things have been kind of busy and I've been working on some of my other streaming projects. If you get a chance, go over to Maverick's Hideout on Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime and you're not using it, please consider setting up an account. It's free. Linking your Prime account, again, it's free. And you get one free subscription a month. If you're not using it anyway, you can help support me that way. Now, what we're talking about today is I've had a couple users ask me, hey, I don't have stereo mix. So how am I supposed to get the jukebox functionality to work on my arcade? And for those of you not familiar with what stereo mix is way back in the day on the Sound Blaster cards, they used to call this what you hear. And it was an input device that would show up on your system as an input device called what you hear. And it would basically just be playing whatever was coming out of your speakers. When they got the newer OSs, they started calling this stereo mix. And with Windows 10, some people lost that functionality. Other people still have it, but it depends on your audio card. Now, other people may also still have it and just not realize it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check and make sure to see whether or not you have it and it's just disabled by default now. Because I noticed a lot of users weren't using it, so why enable it if most people aren't going to do it? So let's first check and see if you may already have that functionality. So we have my arcade over here on the side of the screen, this side, and we've got a copy of the screen right here for that. So what we're going to do is right click on the sound icon. We're going to go to the open sound settings. Now you can see I have a Realtek card. Most Realtek cards have this option available for the stereo mix. Not device properties, sorry. We're going to click on Manage Sound Devices. And scroll all the way down. You can see here under Disabled Items, we have Stereo Mix. So when we hit Enable, it's now enabled. Now if you already had LEDBlinky open, go ahead and close it and reopen it so it can recognize the change. So we're going to open up LEDBlinky here, and we're going to go to the Audio tab, which is where the jukebox functionality is. And we're going to now change the device input to stereo mix. And we're going to hit test. Now, to test the audio and to make sure not to get any copyright strikes, you're not going to hear the audio, but this is a song that Alex made. So even if somehow it played through, it's definitely not going to be noticed by or complained about. So you can see the lights are acting crazy on this thing, which is the way it's supposed to be. And it's obviously not a microphone. That's another thing sometimes, too, is if you set it wrong, it could be set to a microphone that might be in your arcade, and then the lights will blink whenever you're talking. So, we went ahead and we're going to stop this test. So that's the stereo mix. Now let's pretend we don't have that option. Save before closing? No. So we're going to instead, now we're going to go back to that by going right-click on the icon for the sound and doing Open Sound Settings. Manage Sound Devices. We're going to again look for the stereo mix and we're going to disable this option now. So we're back pretending to be one of the users that don't have the option for stereo mix. Now, what do? The funny thing is I've actually used this software for quite a while, but I was using it for the streaming side of things. And it's called VB Audio Cable. It is a virtual audio cable. Now, the way I was using it is I was using it with their other application that's free called Voice Meter Banana. And I was using it so that I could have a separate input that was occurring over the network from my laptop. It could send sounds into the system. And then I had a key binding set up so I could turn on and off my mic at will. And the reason why I did that is because on my laptop, that's a touchscreen, I had a soundboard panel with different sounds that I could press into my in-game chat. So in PUBG, other people can hear you. So I could do taunting things like, finish him, stuff like that. And it would sound like I'm saying it. But then I also had a hotkey on my mouse so that as I hit the button, I could actually speak. But when so I was using kind of a push to talk for my voice, but then the sound effects were always on. So if I was hitting the music, I didn't have to hold the button while I hit the music or, whatever. But I have used the VB audio cable before, and the way it works is, I guess let me show you the clips here, is what you would do is you have a virtual cable. One end is input, one end is output. And what you could do is you can actually tell your system that the output sound device is this, and it will pipe it into an input. And that's the reason why I was using it, so that it would seem like an input for the microphone. It allowed me to mix things into that audio cable and have the video game listen to my virtual audio cable where I had already mixed things. So that's the purpose behind that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the arcade screens right here. Shrink down Alex's song. We're going to go to their website, vb-audio.com/cable. Now, don't get confused. There are options down here to download additional cables, which just adds more to this functionality, and it's donationware, so if you enjoy the software, definitely go ahead and check it out. This is the Voicemeeter Banana software I was talking about. So basically, I would have a touch button here to turn on this microphone, and then this would be the computer audio always playing. So that's a good piece of software too. But on the virtual audio cable, if you were to click these will make you do donations. But if you want just one cable, which is free, you'll click this icon here. Now I've already downloaded this myself, so let's go ahead and click on this. And we're going to actually just go ahead and extract all. And we're going to extract it to where it sits. And then down here, we're going to do Setup 64. And we're going to install the driver. Okay, well, that was fun. It did not prompt me for admin rights. So let's try it again, but this time we're going to right-click and choose Run as Administrator. And now it should work a little bit better. Yep, we're going to go ahead and install and trust. Might need to reboot. I doubt it. We're going to open it with Chrome because Edge is disgusting. Nobody likes Edge. So then here it's saying, hey, check out other products again. It's a really cool, powerful product that they're giving you for free. So you may want to consider other things. So here's the thing. We set this. See, now we're setting this as the cable input. Right? All of our system outputting to this cable input. And then what we do is we will go into the sound settings. So we have cable input. And then this could still be something else, you know, if you want a microphone or whatever, sound capture. We're just going to set it to something different here. And then we have this one set as cable input. But then you're like, well, how can I actually hear it through my computer speakers and everything? Well, for that, what we'll do is we'll go into Manage Sound Devices. And we're going to find this cable input, right? We're going to leave that alone, but down here for cable output, we're going to tell the system, I don't like doing it. Let's go to the sound control panel. I hate the newer interface. So under the recording, we're going to go over to cable output. And we're going to set preferences. And we're going to go to listen. We're going to say we're going to listen to the device. And we're going to choose what our actual output is. And that's these speakers here. So we're going to leave this up over here. And now we're going to launch LEDBlinky again. We're going to go over to the audio section. You can see it's set for cable output. We're now going to go ahead and launch the song. And now it's playing. And you can see the cable output is flashing on the recording side. And cable input, where it's receiving the sound initially, is flashing. And because it's set to listen from the input, we can see it on the speakers as well. Now, if we hit test over here, we can see the buttons are in fact dancing to the song. And now I'm going to turn up the volume on the actual output that's the real output. So that music that's playing right now is coming out of the Realtek audio, which is hooked to the speakers of the arcade. I know my wife's trying to nap, so we're going to go ahead and shut that off for now. But as you can see, without using stereo mix, we're able to use this VB cable output as long as we have our system set to output to the input. it will then also replicate to this output cable where this system can hear it. And then as long as we make sure on the recording to set this to listen to the real audio device that we want to listen to, it works very much like stereo mix. So again, thank you for the suggestion. And as well, hopefully this will help the users that do not have stereo mix that want to use the jukebox functionality of LEDBlinky. As again, I was saying, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share this video. That helps get recognition and get more people to find me. Hey guys, I also wanted to take a minute to give a shout out to one of our viewers, Len. He has a YouTube channel called The Prop Guy. It's got a little Star Trek, badge symbol on his page. But definitely check it out. I'm going to include a link to his video below, but he just finished building his machine gun, everything configured, all the different software, and he took a pre-built case, but he didn't leave it that way. He made all kinds of really cool customizations to it, and like the graphics and everything like that, he made himself and pulled everything together, and just, it's a beautiful case. He did an amazing job. And actually his video is really good at showing you like some of the different things you can do, even if you decide to go like a pre-made case versus building your own. It's definitely got some really cool options that he customized there, and definitely check it out if you get a chance. But again, Len's a great guy. I first talked to him like a couple of years ago now, and he was like, hey, I'm looking to do this, and I was real nervous about it, but now he's like just kicking butt at it. So give him a shout, and if you're into Star Trek and stuff too, I definitely recommend checking out his channel and possibly subscribing. I'm sure you'd appreciate it, but it's a pretty cool video, guys. So if you get a chance, I'll include the link in the description below. Check it out. All right, so again, if you have Amazon Prime and you've not used your free subscriptions or do not use Twitch, please consider setting up a free account and send me the sub. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps me out. Also, if you would, make sure to subscribe and like and share this video on YouTube. Also, check out the Facebook page. Make sure to like and follow that page as well. And I'm also looking how to use the other services like Twitter and things like that. But stay tuned for more details. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Comment below. And again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.